This is everything a video editor needs inside one plugin. The AEJuice I Want It All bundle has it all. Get it? That was cheesy, but seriously though, this plugin is a game changer. From transitions, overlays, sound effects, digital assets, you name it. AEJuice packs everything a video editor needs inside one seamless and easy to use plugin. No more wasting time scouring the web for digital assets, downloading them, extracting and then importing them into your editing software. AEJuice automates all of that seamlessly for you, making your workflow faster and smoother. And trust me, as a creator, anything that saves me time is a win. So for the first few effects, I'm going to start off in Premiere Pro. Later on, we're going to go into After Effects for more advanced VFX shots. And the first effect is going to be something every video editor needs, probably the most asset in any video editor's toolkit, and for good reason. They are transitions. So here I have two clips and I want to import a transition between these two clips. And what we can notice here in the second clip is the Porsche is moving from left to right. So we can use that to our advantage by utilizing the camera movement to make our transition more seamless. So we're going to go for a transition that goes from left to right. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the middle point right between these two clips. Then I'm going to go to Window, Extensions, AEJuice Pack Manager 4, and this is how you open up the AEJuice. And once you've opened it up, you're going to have a separate tab inside of Premiere Pro. And you can see here you have a bunch of free packs that you can use. If you're not sure about this plugin, I recommend you start off with the starter pack, and then later on you can upgrade to the I Want It All bundle. And then we're going to go up to the search bar and we're going to search for transitions, from light leaks, overlays, frost transitions, pretty much anything you can think of. And for this effect, we're going to go with the seamless transition pack. And here we have some blur transitions, fades, fisheyes, glitches, pans and rolls. The list goes on and on. For my specific example, I'm going to go to the pan section, pan folder, and then you have a constant preview of the transitions, or if you want to search by the names, you can also do that. So I'm going to go for the pan hit left because it goes from left to right. And to import this to the timeline, you can basically click on it, then click import, or you can just click the download icon, or honestly, let's face it, the easiest way is to just double click it, just like anything else. And after you double click it, AEJuice is going to download that asset, import it into Premiere Pro, and not only that, it's going to import it exactly between the two clips and create a transition right where we left our key marker. And just like that, within a matter of seconds, I have my video ready with the transition. And the cool thing is it also adds sound effects to the transition itself. So we're going to apply a lot of transitions to your videos. It's going to save a lot of time because the sound effect is already built in, as opposed to you manually adding that SFX later on. I remember when we had to go manually keyframe all of the properties and adjust the motion blur to get a perfect transition. Nowadays, it's as simple as a drag and drop or a double click and the transition is ready. At this rate, soon we won't even need video editors anymore. Alright, so for the second effect I'm going to show you, we're going to talk about something that is very trendy nowadays on social media, especially if you create short form content, and that is film textures. And here I have a social media reel that I've created, and I want to add some film texture to it. So I'm going to open up AEJuice once more, and you can close the seamless transition pack, or you can just click on the home tab and keep it open. And here in the search bar, I'm going to go and type in film textures, and here is the pack for film textures. We're going to open it up. And we have some film grain, film textures, still frames. And keep in mind, if you want a film texture that has a transparent background, we're going to go to Film Textures Alpha. And the most popular one is the 8mm for social media. So we're just going to double click on that and import it on our timeline. Now here's another cool effect that AEJuice does. It detected that my clip is longer than the film texture that I want to import, and it gave me a script prompt for film texture to loop. So if I want it only one time not to loop, I'm going to leave it for 0. But if I want it to loop a couple of times or even more, depending on the duration of the clip, I have that option just before I import it, so I don't have to manually duplicate the clip. I'm going to type in around 60, and here we have it. We have the film texture duplicated on top of the clip. Now, obviously, the social media clip is going to be 9:16 instead of 16:9. So to fix that, we're just going to click on all the film textures, right-click, nest them. Then we're going to go to rotation, and we're going to type in 90. So it's going to set it to 9:16, and let's go to sequence settings and go for 1080x1920 to make sure our resolution is set for a short form content social media video. And now we can scale up back our reel or video with a film texture applied to it in 9:16 aspect ratio. You can do this with 16:9 as well, or other aspect ratios for that matter. Now we're gonna hop onto After Effects to create something that is super trendy: paper titles. This is a really great effect, especially if you're a content creator looking to catch people's attention, as paper titles are modern, super shareable, and likable, and they are very trendy at the moment. So now we've moved on to After Effects, and to open up the AEJuice Pack Manager, we go to Window, AEJuice Pack Manager 4. And the cool thing in After Effects is that you can dock this basically wherever you want to. So I'm going to put it here next to my effects and presets. I'm going to increase the size so that we can see. And I'm going to go to the search bar. I'm going to type in paper titles. And we have 2 packs here. I'm going to choose the universal paper titles. We basically have a variety of paper titles that we can choose from. Let's, for example, say I want to choose this one. Again, as easy as double clicking, and then AEJuice is going to do its thing. And within a matter of seconds, I have an easily customizable paper title ready to go. Say I want to change the text of my paper title, just double click here and go to the text holder 1. And then instead of new animation, I'm going to type in subscribe. Can't even type subscribe anymore. And if I want to, I can change basically any of the properties that I normally would. And then for text holder 2, let's type in paper animation. Reduce the font size so that it fills in the box. And let's say, for example, I don't like the pink color of the paper, so we go up here to controls and we open up the effect controls. And the color element 2, I'm gonna go there and change it to red. And that's it. Basically, within a matter of seconds, I have my paper title ready. And I can customize it as much as I want, obviously. This is After Effects after all. And the cool thing is it has an intro and it does have an outro as well. So you just have to double click, change the text to whatever you want, and ready. You don't have to fade it out, fade it in. It's ready to go in your project. And finally, let's scale up the drama a little bit. This is where After Effects really shines. I have a video clip here of a Bedouin in the desert, and as you can see, I have added the sandstorm behind him. And this asset was taken from AEJuice. I went up to the search bar and I typed in Sandstorm, and this is the Sandstorm VFX pack. And as you can see here, you have a bunch of different assets from angle to side on to front on. And I basically imported that asset into my timeline and then just added a slight color grade to make it have the same color as the sand in the desert, and then rotoscoped the Bedouin outside of the frame and then imported the sandstorm behind them so that it looks more believable. And I can go into a whole tutorial on this. It's going to take a while, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how creative you can be and how much you can do with AEJuice and with the packs that it offers. Now I'll give you a bonus effect that is awesome that used to take me hours to do as a kid. I loved creating it, even just for fun, and I always did it in After Effects, and it took hours with using After Effects CS5 and CS6. And nowadays it's just basically a matter of dragging and dropping, customizing it to your liking, and that is creating an audio visualizer. So in order to do that, I'm just going to go back to the home tab on the AEJuice, and I'm going to search in for audio, and there it is, the audio visualizer pack. And once you open it, you have a variety of audio visualizers that you can choose from, and I'm going to choose this one because I like how it looks. Kind of reminds me of the old Monster Cat vibes. Again, double click, imports instantly to the timeline, and then you can just customize the text and change the song to your liking. We're gonna go ahead, open up the composition and start customizing this by first of all changing the text. And for the song name, let's just type in Ashes, and artist, I'm gonna type in Red. Make sure to buy my new song. And then we're gonna go back to the visualizer composition, and we can also change the cover image. So I'm going to add in my logo right here and turn off the layer for the cover image. Then I'm going to go back to the visualizer and change the audio. So I'm going to import my own track. You can obviously import whatever audio, it doesn't even have to be a song, and it automatically matches the visualizer to that audio. Now we can go over here to the controls and open up the effect controls tab, and then we can customize this to whatever we want basically. And I'm going to go to the audio grid color, and I'm going to grab the eyedropper and I'm going to pick a color from my own logo. And now the visualizer has a more orange look to it, matching the logo. The possibilities here are endless, and not only with the audio visualizer, but rather with AEJuice. You have dozens of packs covering everything you need as a video editor, visual effects artist, or motion graphic editing. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many more effects and assets that I could go through, but that would take hours. I've already cut down so many effects that I wanted to share with you guys because this video is already going to be long. If you're looking to save time and elevate your edits, I highly recommend checking out the I Want It All bundle by AEJuice, which means you can grab this bundle for only $49. Normally, it's over $8,000. I've dropped my affiliate links in the description box below, which means you can help support the channel at no extra cost to you. And if you're unsure, you can always start off with the free version, and if you like it, you can upgrade to the I Want It All bundle, or you can buy off specific separate packs for your needs. And trust me, once you try it, you're not gonna look back. So let me know if you have any questions or you want me to dive deeper into certain tutorials. Leave your requests down in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more uploads. I'll catch you in the next one.